And hello everybody, I hope the day is treating you well, and no sooner do I start streaming than we see TS2022 going, hiya mate. Hey, I hope all is well with you, Jepson. It's yeah, what time is it? I don't even know what time it is. Oh, it's 2:30 in the afternoon here, roughly. Yeah, so I hope the day's treating you well, mate. I hope that everything's going grand for you. So today we're back in Train Simulator 2022. And yeah, I had a go at this before, then I started streaming the bus and Fernbus, but I wanted to get back into the Northeast Corridor because I did so badly about it with it the last time. I did have a look at the signalling on the Northeast Corridor, and there's 3 pages of it. 3 pages of signalling, so I've got 6 of them written down, and yeah, I guess it's a case of let's see what happens. Alright, so what are we going to... Yeah, can you see the mouse cursor? Nah, you know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'll highlight it. There we go. So we did the evening clocker, which was 100 minutes. Past that one. Goodness knows how. And we did the Keystone. So what I'm planning on doing is Lucky Northeast Regional. Yeah, so it's a late Friday night Northeast direct service from Philadelphia to New York. Today's date is the 13th. Will it be unlucky for you? Yes, now I think I remember starting this the last time, ending up in a complete mess. But let's start and see what's going. But thanks for stopping by there, Gibson. That's very kind of you, mate. Alright, good evening engineer. You're driving the Northeast direct service from Philadelphia to New York, stopping at Trenton and Newark Penn, due to depart 2134. Let's hope your journey runs smoothly. Alright, so I've got like 50 seconds before we get started. Yeah, wish me luck. Remember, no speeding. You know what? That is the least of... That's the least of my worries at the moment. It's like, am I on the right track? Because I know one of the scenarios, I can't remember if it was this or in Germany, where you actually had to change your own points, and it was rather interesting. And we will forgive the people walking through the concrete. We will forgive them. But yeah, I wanted to get back into this a while ago, but I was too busy simming or playing the bus. And I think I need to go actually. In fact, hang on. Where's my buttons? Task list. I'm going to open my doors just to make sure. Oh, there we go. I should have opened my doors. But yeah, I've got Tobii Eye Tracker on here, and it doesn't seem to be doing anything. Not to worry. Not to worry. The least I need to worry about, the better, I think, at the moment. Man. It says we shall ignore the graphics. Yeah, you know, it's interesting. There's quite a few people I watch doing Train Simulator. They all do the same thing. They're always speeding. Always speeding. Right, so let's... Right, I've done the first part. Pick up the passengers from Trenton Track, arrive 2204. We've got 30 minutes to get there, guys. So, reverse or forward. Brakes off. And I think this is probably going to be a 20 here. Surprised they've got no speed limit signs anywhere. See, I'm already nervous. Because every train, the controls are just so different. Similar to aircraft. And I do have... There we go. Now I have my lights on. So... 2 yellows above 2 greens means, and they're not flashing. Yeah, 30 miles an hour. Okay, and it does tell me that actually. Yeah, this is going to be a case of me reading out from a piece of paper, so I'll try not to do it too often. Yeah, 2 yellows above 2 greens, not flashing. It's 30 miles an hour. Oh, wheel slip. But yeah, it's excuse me, I'm just coughing there. It's every time I jump into this, it's like I just have this feeling of apprehension. There you go, speeding. There we go, that didn't take too long, did it? And Train Simulator 2022 takes no prisoners, I tell you. 1.1 mile over and it starts flashing at you. Right. Let's have a quick look outside, guys. But yeah, as I call this my train set. Really like it. Really enjoy it a lot. And you know, and this is another older train pack and route. But yeah. Right, now what is it? So we've got green flashing. Green flashing is track speed or 60. But the bit below says 30. Which do I believe? It's going to be a long journey, folks. It's going to take forever. Because according to my little cheat sheet here, I should be doing track speed or 60. Yeah, I think the actual documentation that came with this route and train isn't the best. So for now I'm going to stick to just keeping it under 30. Yeah, and looks like we're hitting a 60 anyway. But if I remember, the last time I did this, there wasn't any external lights that I saw. Well, they either weren't there or I was too busy trying to figure out what the in-cab lighting meant. Which I didn't do very well with that either. Yeah, let's have a wee look outside again. Quick look at the task list. Yeah, like saying so. Trenton Park arrived 22:04. If we get there on time, you and me will both be surprised. And at this speed. Right, here we go, come on. But yeah, it's been a few days since I need to accelerate again. These you Jepson tell me not to speed and I'm already way below the speed limit. Oh, and I got wheel slip. Where's my sand? I could let the sand out, I guess, but alright, so flashing green below means 45. So, yeah, I'm well confused. Oh, and I got wheel slip. Oh my word. Yes. So I'm going to try and get it up to 45 actually. Because that's what it's telling me. The 2 amber and the flashing green means 45, be prepared to stop at the next light. Which is similar in a way to UK lighting actually. Where if you see an amber, then be prepared that the next signal is going to be red. Right, I'm watching my... Yeah, this is more stress. This is more stress, causing more stress than it should. It's like, what do I look at? Do I look at the display on the bottom? Do I look at the display on the right? There's no track lighting. What's going on? And then panic sets in. And why that alerter keeps whooping, I remember that from the last time as well. I don't know why it's clearing on its own. Right, so flashing green, track speed or 60. Right. And it says 60 if not indicated, but we've got a 90. I'm never going to get there at this rate, am I? I am never going to get there. Right, anywho, we're not stopping at this next station, thank goodness. Our next stop is Trent. But I'm going to keep my eyes open and see if I can see actually any track indicators, but I haven't seen any track lights or speed limits or anything. Yeah, I probably should not have jumped back in this straight away, because I remember how confusing it was, and now I've got over 2 hours of this. Wish me luck. Wish me luck. Wish the passengers luck as well, actually. So that'd be what, 60 speeding, I know. Right. I think I need to just watch the indicators on the right, so there's no dynamic braking. Huh. I should have remembered this from previously as well. Try to put on dynamic brakes and there isn't any. Yes, I think I'm probably aiming for a record of how many times I can speed this time. Right. So 45, I think. According to that. Oh. I can see me not actually completing this route, in all honesty. I can see I can see me giving up in disgust. It's like, I don't know what I'm doing. I think I'm supposed to be doing 45. That's what I think I'm supposed to be doing. And I'm doing 40. Yeah, this is going to take forever, isn't it? And I'm not quite sure about you guys watching, and I'm not sure if I can handle this constant not knowing what I'm doing here. It's making me frantic. But you know what? I have passengers on board. I need to get this finished. But yeah, I think I'm supposed to be doing 45. I'm just going to, you know what, I'm going to leave it where it is. Ah, dear. I really feel like, oh my gosh, pressing all these buttons, not know what I'm doing, looking at multiple things, trying to read a piece of paper, and I'm still speeding, or going too slow. All of a sudden the speed changes, it's brutal. Yeah, it's you know, it's funny, I don't know why it's making me anxious. It shouldn't, it's a game. But it's like, I thought to myself, okay, I've written it down, I know what I'm doing here, I've got it sorted out, and yeah, it's still not making any sense. But I shall persevere. And I need to remember the train brake, or the locomotive brakes on this. You need to release them beforehand. And it's still saying 45. You know what? Bear with me here, folks. I'm going to pull up the map because I'm wondering. Centre on player. Alright, I'm wondering if we're following a train. Oh, there are some trains there, but... Ah, yeah, did you see that? We're following a train. That's what it is. So it's keeping my speed down. There is sense in the madness. There is sense in the madness. Well, thank goodness for that. I was really getting concerned there. So, yeah, I mean, the signs on the right there, like I'm saying, you got the 2 yellow and the 30. If this was in the UK and you saw a yellow aspect, it would mean that the next one would be red, so it's keeping your speed down. So that's why we're following another train. Okay. Which means we're never going to get there, but that's okay. And you know, the funny thing is, I'm 30 seconds ahead of schedule. that is oh right, I'm speeding. Goodness me. I'm 30 seconds ahead of schedule. Yes. Nah, you know what, this is a lot of fun, but again I think it's just so many things to look at. So what's Jepson say? He says, can you change the points in front of that train Send it elsewhere, then change them back before you arrive. That would be naughty. Definitely not the correct way, mate. Definitely not playing cricket there. So yeah, I'm not sure if you can or not. You can change the points. You know, see, I can change those points. You got me thinking now, mate. Oh, that's coming this way, and I'm going that way. Yeah, but you can change points within it. So I mean, if I hold it over there, you can see it says switch junction. I'd better actually see what I'm doing. Make sure I don't have a red anywhere. So this means I'm supposed to be in a 30-mile-an-hour zone. So let's slow it down. Oh, now we're back up to 45. Yeah, this is so different. I think the last time we went from the German trains to American trains, and they were both so different, and it was like just confusion. But I think I've got my head around the German signalling now. I just need to get my head around the American signalling. There we go, look at that picture, I think. Oh, that's the brake, okay. And it did actually mention that we're on Friday the 13th, so I have a feeling something's going to go seriously wrong here as well. War Hamster! Man, how you guys doing? Good to see you, mate. Yeah, lurking's a good thing because you're not going to actually hear anything other than me moaning about not having a clue what I'm doing yet again driving a train. Thanks for stopping by, mate. I appreciate it. Good to see you guys. You know what? I'm going to go with the speed limit because, or the track speed limit, rather than the indicators there, because it's driving me insane, and that's okay. But it's just making it too much like hard work, shall we say? Too much like hard work. And that alert are going up as well. It's constant whooping. I'm going to need a drink of alcohol after this one, I think. Yep, that's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to look at the HUD display on the bottom, and I'm going to ignore the one on the right. And probably not a good idea, but I think for my sanity, because again it's saying I need to be doing 45 miles an hour. Let's have a look at the map again. Center on player. Speeding, yes. I'm just hoping I don't get a red light. There's a lot of red lights there a second ago when I was looking at the map. Yeah, I know I'm speeding. Okay. 45. Ah, because we're crossing junctions. Okay. See, that's sneaked up. Mind you, if I'd been doing the speed limit according to the indicator, I would have been fine, wouldn't I? So, yeah. Not doing very well here, am I? Not doing very well. Right, quick look at the map again. Where are we? Right, northeast corridor. Right, thank goodness we've got a huge long stretch coming up anyway. And the lights are all green. Right, hopefully we can now pick up some speed and actually get a bit of movement here. Yeah, that was terrible English. get a move on. That's probably what I was thinking about saying. But yeah, time-wise, yeah, it says estimate time of arrival 22:03:47, and yeah, 15 seconds early. I'm rather shocked. But you know, it's a bit like flying an aircraft, isn't it? Don't second guess your instruments. So what I probably should have done is taken it as read that those lights within the cab were correct. Because the HUD at the bottom shows the rail speed, or the track speed. But the lights in the cab and the speed limit on the right there, that's showing the speed I should be going, not the track speed. Right. We're getting there, we're getting there. Trust your instruments there, Seamus. But I hope everybody's having a good old day there. What time is it? Wow, nearly 9 o'clock at night over there in the UK. It's funny, somebody mentioned to me the other day, they forget that I'm in the UK, and I forget that all of you guys are over in Europe, you know. Yet giving it socks, that's the phrase, that's it. So 2 greens basically means track speed, or 60 if indicated. If it was flashing, which it's not, so yeah, so we're good to go 90. Giving it socks. Yeah, I'm just concerned about what it's going to do, because it did say it's Friday the 13th. I don't think I tried this one before. I did do the other 2 scenarios, as I showed right at the beginning of the stream there. I think the one that was on Friday the 13th was one of the German scenarios. Yeah, this one I don't think I actually did. Nope, speeding. Yeah, it's nice to get some speed under your wheels. Yeah, I was actually in one of these trains just a couple of months back, as a passenger, I hasten to add. Yeah, I went between St. Louis and Kansas City. They call it the Rail Runner. River Runner, sorry, they call it the River Runner. Alright, get your speed up here, Seamus, you're going to be late. But yeah, there's lots of nothingness on this route, isn't there? There's a lot of nothing. Oh, there's some cars over there. Head out the cab. Oh look, I'm speeding. There we go. Now, try to see if there's a carriage view, but there isn't, so. One thing I did not do before is actually find out when this route scenario was released. I know when I was looking at the German route, it was released, well, 10 years ago. This one does look rather old, and the controls in the cab, you know, not a great amount, but hey, I'm happy with it. It's not the cab at the moment, it's my driving that I'm more concerned about. Right, come on Seamus, get your speed up. And yeah, so there's our task. Get there at 22:04 to Trenton track on. So we've only really got 3 stops. Wow, okay. Now that's interesting, because I thought this was a 2-hour scenario. Interesting. Oops. Oh wow, we're in a 110. Nice. Didn't even notice that. I'm not speeding for once. What have we got coming up? But yeah, I think I spend more time setting up than I do actually playing in The Sims. But you know, I've changed my screens within OBS for the train simulator stuff, so that's me finished with that. I've got my alerts set up. I've got music now, which you can't hear, but you know, it's just in the background for when it gets really quiet. It takes a lot of setting up, you know, a lot of setting up. But now I've got 3 simulators that I know work properly. I've got Train Simulator 2022, which is this guy, Fernbus, which I was streaming past few days, and also the bus, which I was streaming before that. So I've got all those working. So I'll probably do a few days of this, and then who knows? I might actually try. I don't know. You know, there's no point in me guessing it. Let's see how I get on with this American route first. And I know I said first, but I knew your point. I just want to try and make sure I don't get caught unawares of an up and coming speed limit, you know. It's I think the more I drive this, the more I'll actually realise, trust your instruments, they are making sense. But I wish there was more trackside signage as well. Oh, there it is above. Okay. Have I been missing it all this time, or is that just the first time there's been signs out there? I wonder. I'm gonna have to have a look at that, I think, because I saw it above the track. And here's me been not looking at the overhead beams there. What's that called? Catenary, I guess, that's carrying the power line. I've not been looking there. I've been looking at the side all the time. The things you learn, isn't it? But you know, that's why I enjoy it. If it was just a matter of sitting down, hitting one key to go forward, one key to brake, you know what? In its simplicity, that'd be nice. But I like it a little bit more complicated than that. But not so complicated to get confused. I'm talking about getting confused. Here's old veteran 965. Wait, it's dark outside. Yeah, it sure is, buddy. And look at this. We're on Amtrak today. And I was just mentioning, I was in an Amtrak train like this just a couple of months back. When I say a couple of months back, it's more like 4 months ago, I think. But yeah, I went between St. Louis and Kansas City. Yeah. You probably came on at a good time, actually. If you'd have came on earlier, you would have just heard me ranting about, well, not ranting, I don't rant, do I? But getting well confused about what to look at. Do I look at this thing down the bottom? Do I look at these buttons on the green lights, the speed limit on the right? And I came to the conclusion, trust your instruments. If I'd just have done that, I would have made this a whole lot less frantic. But yeah, so we're back on Amtrak again, with its confusing lights and signals and speed limits. But yeah, nice to see you guys. Honestly, this is very cool indeed. Yet again, I wasn't really thinking about streaming. I thought, you know what, let's test it. And then I thought, I've got everything set up for Train Simulator 22, so why not just stream it? Means I'm not sitting here on my own, eh? I can talk mindless dribble about my train set here. Right, let's have another look outside. But yeah, I'm enjoying this. I wonder if we've got red lights at the back. Look at that, how cool is that? Yep. As I said the last time I was on this route, there's loads of nothing out here. Oh, we've got an 80 coming up. Right, so I wonder what the signs are going to do inside my cab. They should do something. Or are they just going to be expect me to brake on a dime is the phrase. No, it's not going to do anything. Come on, brakes. Yeah, I thought that the in-cab signal would have done something. But again, I was outside the cab, so I wonder if I missed it. Yeah, running way too slow. Like I mentioned earlier, is that the locomotive brakes are really good, but you need to release them way before you think you need to. Otherwise you'll end up under speed like here, like I'm doing here. Okay. But yeah, I would have thought that the signs inside the cab would have said something. Not to worry. Oh, there we go. Okay, 2 greens above is line speed. But I still never saw anything with an 80 on it. Maybe you guys did, maybe I was daydreaming. Trenton track 1, right. Oh look, we're stopping here. Okay. Yes sir, yep. Let me focus on braking here. Because I can't remember how good or bad these brakes are. In fact, you know what? Let's chuck these brakes on wheel slip. Throttle's off here, guys. Well, I consider that a success if I get here 30 seconds late. I was expecting a lot worse than that. Yeah, we went from Philadelphia to Trenton, then Newark Penn track, and then Penn Station. Oh, speeding. Do all that to get down to speed and start accelerating again. Right. So there we go. Flashing green means 45. Doesn't say 30. So solid green is... Oh, solid green is 30. Okay. In fact, let's stop reading everything. I need to stop here. So... And then remember to open the doors as well. Yeah, I think I'm making this journey way too frantic for myself. Alright, let's throw the brakes on. Right. Sheesh, that was nerve-wracking. That was nerve-wracking. Shouldn't be, but it was. Yeah, like I said, I printed out the track, the signals, and 3 pages of signals, and obviously I don't have them memorised. And the thing is, you've got different signals in cab as you have trackside. And so those 3 pages have got 2 columns. Right, well done engineer, you've arrived within the timetable. You can now depart. Right, I ain't dawdling here. Right. I'll probably wheel slip out the station now. Come on. Oh, there we go, wheel slip. But yeah, so I said it was 3 pages of speed limits. The left hand side was the railway signals. Like if you have a look in front now, in fact let's go and do that. Yeah, do you see it? You got the 2 reds with the green flashing underneath, and then in the cab you've got the 2 yellows with the green flashing. So I think that's 45 it means. But yeah, I do need to keep my eyes up, and it's got 10, so that means, to me that would mean we're hitting 100-mile-an-hour area, but we're not, so I don't know what, again, I don't know what it means. See, we're in an 80 now, but again we've got to stick to 45. Oh look, Right, well, Friday 13th appeared to have bit you. Someone has pulled the emergency cord. Train conductor has fined. You may now get back underway in an attempt. I did do this last time, didn't I? I remember this now. Alright, I remember this. But I can't remember why I failed. I think it said I didn't stop at a station. And if you have a look here, on the left, it's got pick up passengers in Philadelphia, which you did. Pick up passengers Trenton Track, which you just did. I remember doing this now. Alrighty, let's get up to 45. And note to self, look above the track. In fact, I can actually see ahead. Yeah, there's 2 greens. And the 2 greens means drive at track speed. So in the cab we got 45, but then when we hit the rail, so when we hit the signal ahead, we should be able to go up to 80. Is there an 8? It says 10 again. I need to figure out what that means. Again, the handbook didn't actually explain that very well. You know, I could always Google it. I was more interested in getting back in the train sim actually. Right, so what have we got? We've got, the time now is 22:08, and we've got half an hour to get to the next station, so at Newark Penn Track 1.
Okay.
Wish me luck. Yeah, it's bad news when the train driver says wish me luck all the time. Doesn't really instill customer confidence, does it? But I'm rather enjoying this, as I said. What are we? We're in an 80 hitting a 120. Right, let's see if we can get some speed up here. And let's look and see if there's any more signs above. Yeah, you know there is. I've been missing all these overhead signs. Yeah, look at that, right in front of me. And we got 2 greens, which means track speed. So we are good to go, folks. Yeah, it pays to look up, I guess. I think, you know, again, I have no problems playing this while I'm learning. You know, it's all part of the fun. And, you know, I don't want to jump in and be perfect with all this driving because, you know, that's never going to happen. I am optimistically confident that that's never going to happen. I'm not quite sure if that was the correct words, but you know what I mean. It's confident that's never going to happen. That's it, not optimistic. But yeah, learning it as I go along, as you say. It's all part of learning to play the sim, isn't it? It's like jumping into a new aircraft and you want to just take off, or do you want to sit there and read the manual before you do anything? You know, you take off in the aircraft, you play around with it, then you read the manual, don't you? Then you figure out the speeds and the flap speeds and stall speeds. But I think I've got so much DLC in this, it's and I've probably touched maybe 5% of it. I keep constantly buying more and more and more. Every time there's a Steam sale. Oh, look at this, this is really nice. But yeah, very, very black, not even a star in the sky. What are we doing? 86. All the brakes are off. We're good to go. I'll play my buttons there incidentally. Right, let's do a track view. Let's have a quick look. Oh, that's not very good. There we go, that's better. But yeah, all this track looks very, very similar, doesn't it? And at the moment we're doing 90 kilometers, sorry, we're in America now, we're doing 90 miles an hour. I can't get it to go any faster. And I got all the brakes off, I was just checking that. I like that view actually. Getting a face full of flies, I guess. Head stuck out the window. But yeah, so all the brakes are... Let me just make sure the brakes are off. Yeah. Oh, no, you know what? This happened the last time. Hang on. Yeah, I just threw it into emergency and released it. This happened the last time. So I wonder if it's like a calibration control issue there. It's funny, all the bad things that... Sorry, not bad. All the little quirks that happened the last time I start to remember now. So that brake's off. Yeah, so there's dynamic braking. Now the thing about the dynamic braking, I found it wasn't doing anything. There I go, blaming the train brake. Right, it's train brake is what I want. There we go. There we go, that's better. We're picking up some speed now. 2.5 minutes late. Let's see if we can make that up. And we still got track speed ahead. Nice. I like this better. It was right at the beginning. It was, I don't know, there was just too much signalling going on. There was too many things happening. And I had to keep looking. Oh look, we're speeding. Nice. Okay. I'm saying nice because I was wondering why we couldn't get it above 85. I thought we were going up a hill. So good. Glad I got that sorted. But yeah, this has to be one of the most boring routes I have, actually. I mean, scenery-wise, you know, it's fairly the same piece of track over and over and over, and I'm sure that's what it's like in real life, to be honest. Alright, slow down a wee bit now, Seamus. Right, slowing down on its own. Nice one. A little bit of brake. Nice. Okay. Wow, so we've made up like quite a bit of time. We're only 30 seconds late now. Oh, let's have a look at this outside. Scenery, even if it's a car park. Oh, I wonder if it's not a car park. I wonder if it's probably a car dealer, I think. Well, that was the scenery, folks. That was it. Right, let's get up to speed. Yeah, this is rather cool now. Oh no, I was saying I was caught up on time. I'm 2.5 minutes late. Can't read. Yeah, I think I'll be saving this route for... I don't know, maybe not streaming it. You know, maybe something that I'll do off stream perhaps. It's fine, but it's rather monotonous to look at, you know. It's yeah, I'm pressing buttons here, see what they're doing. Yep, and we have track speed. Nice. So I need to pick my speed up, or I'm never going to make that up. And I don't know how stringent the scenario is before it tells me that I've failed. Time-wise, because again we're 2.5 minutes late. You know what? 1 mile an hour over the top. There we go. Sticker on that. Let's try and make up some time. And we're going up a hill. Yeah, if any of you caught my recent Fernbus stream yesterday and the day before, it was in a little BB40, just a little tiny mini bus, and that poor engine, oh my word, it was like doing 2,000 RPM before it would change gear. It's a automatic gearbox, and oh my god, I thought the thing was going to blow. But I'm sure that's what they're like. I mean, the BB40 came out, what, 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago. So it's a classic minibus. And I actually said I wasn't going to play it anymore, and you know what, it was like, no, you know, it's a classic little minibus, and it was like, it's growing on me, shall we say. It's grueling on me. Right, 120 coming up. Let's hit it. Come on. What are we time-wise? Speeding. Yep, whatever. And because I've got the points turned off on this, it'll just tell me that I sped like, I don't know, 28, 29, 30 times or whatever. I'm more concerned about failing the scenario. I don't really want to have to do this again. And equally, though, I don't want to roll off the track either. Yeah, there we go, 5 mile over. What's it going to do time-wise? Oh, absolutely nothing. I've gained 5 seconds. And I'm not quite sure why. Well, yeah, I was going to say I'm not quite sure why I'm so late, but I know why I'm late. It's because the brakes didn't release properly. And, yeah. So it was like that for a good 10 minutes, I think. But next time we have to slow down. I'm going to try the dynamic braking again. Because it even shows you that there is dynamic brakes. If I hear, you know what, here we go. Alright, so the dynamic brakes is this third one down, and it shows it's on 0%, so let's see what happens. Right, so dynamic brake, oh, for some reason it's, okay. I think I have a controller issue. You see that it's jumping? Aha, okay. Sounds like I need to recalibrate somewhere along the way, I think. So there are dynamic brakes, I just couldn't get them to stay on. Huh. Interesting. Right, good. Okay. Anyhow, at least so that's 2 lots of brakes there that I found are not been working properly. And I'm using the Rail Driver API, which I generally don't use. That's the one that comes with the Rail Driver itself. I normally use a third-party one where you've got a lot more control over which. I mean, I actually, with the other API, and I can't remember what it's called. I think they just call it the Train Simulator Rail Driver. I was actually using my Cytec throttle quadrant as you know, throttles and brake levers and all the rest of it, and I could also program up my Honeycomb Bravo as well, which in all honesty the Rail Driver controller which I'm using, it's a very, what's the word for it, you know, there's limited interest in it. You know, it's a very sort of one-off game controller because not everybody's going to go out and buy it, but it reminds me of the Cytec stuff. It's a little cheap with the buttons and levers, shall we say, but you know, it's a lot better than nothing. It's a lot better than using the keyboard. Yeah, and I know I'm running too slow again, haven't I? Lost another 10 seconds. One shame you're going to have to speed here, mate. Alright, so we've got 2 greens, we are good to go. Yeah, I keep meaning to build my own Rail Driver controller and I never get round to it. I've got the bits and everything. I've got some Arduinos, I've got some Bodner boxes, Bodner boards rather, and I've got the variable resistors to use for the levers. I've got everything I need. I just need to sit down now and program it all up and build it. Of course, still need to build it. Right, how are we task wise? Pen track 2236, so 16 minutes roughly, and the track hasn't changed. Alright, let's have a quick look outside. Where's my button? Oh, there's your scenery. Okay, what's Jepson said? Have you tinkered with building your own routes? Nah, you know, no. That to me is an enormous amount of work, and anybody that does any scenery, you know, yourself included, mate, you know how much work's involved. And I know that I would lose interest. I would get so far and then I'd go, bored with this. You know, it appeals to me from a technology, sorry, I'm thinking about which button to press. There we go. Sorry, try to find the button. Scenery, guys, we got scenery. But yeah, I'd fancy doing it, but again, like I said, I'd go, well, that's how it works, and then think, nah. I go through phases with things. I mean, I was learning Lua programming, and I've been learning Python and things like that, but then I never actually do once I've learned it. I think, oh, that looks cool. Python's an easy language to learn, I must admit. But I'm using Visual Studio Code, and I've got Lua in there, and I've also got, I used to have Visual Basic, but I think that's probably one of the most hated languages on the planet. I detest it, I really do. There is nothing, well, I mean, you can create some nice front end, graphical front ends with Visual Basic, but beyond that I don't like it. But C++, C#, that's another pair of languages that I'm wanting to learn. I just haven't started on them yet. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I love the technology, I love learning, but I know that my interest level would be, you know, weeks, if not days. So my respect to everybody who has the patience to sit there and develop scenery and routes and trains and aircraft and all the rest of it. Huge respect. It's funny, I don't know which button. Where's my buttons? Carriage. There is no carriage button. Okay. I'm jumping between the keyboard and the rail driver, and I'm getting myself confused again. Man, we're still 2.5 minutes late. If I get to the end of this and it says you failed because you were not on time, I don't know. It's like, and yeah, I know I'm speeding, guys. Let's have a look at the map actually. Center on player. Make sure I don't have any hairpin bends coming up. No, we're looking good. Okay. And yep, I know we're heading an 8 to an 80, but I'm trying to make up some time here. Not the best way to do it, I know, but like I say, my only concern is I don't want to derail. Not after getting this far. So Jepson says it does take some time. It's funny, as I get bored flying for any length of time, I can spend hours and hours creating scenery. Everyone's different. Yeah, absolutely, mate. I mean, I found myself the other day watching Squirrel. I was watching one of his streams. It was a 6.5 hour stream, and I did it in 2 goes. But I'm thinking, I can do that, but it's like you're saying, everyone's different in what they can focus on. And it's like I was streaming the other day driving a bus for 4.5 hours. But it's interesting though that I love the technology side of things, but once I've figured out how to do it, then I move on to something else. It's like I was playing about with the route builder, and I thought, oh okay, I figured that out, okay, done now. Moving on. It's like, oh, that's how you paint a train. Okay, next. I've been getting addicted to watching mathematics, the MIT mathematics on YouTube, and yeah. I'm a nerd, I admit it. Right, but I'm a late nerd. I'm still 2.5 minutes late. Come on, Seamus, get those brakes going. Brakes, throttle. I'd like to say a little bit more about the scenery other than that's it, folks. But, yeah. It's all good. This is how it looks in real life, really. I mean, it's, I'm still thoroughly enjoying this actually now. Now we got out the franticness from earlier, I am really starting to enjoy this now. It's a little bit more relaxed, you know, we're not stop, like we were when we started. Yeah. So that was a interesting exclamation there, wasn't it? Like, yeah. I was just thinking about something. I just saw the sign there saying the Big Apple, and I was looking at the cars on the road, and it's like you can tell this is an older route. But I wanted to complete it regardless. I started driving the American route a couple of weeks ago, and like saying, I remember even doing this one because it said that somebody pulled. What have we got? Alright, we've still got 2 greens. But yeah, I remember it actually saying that somebody pulled the emergency cord, and it's like, yeah, I want to finish this one. I don't want it to beat me. I don't want it to drive me insane like it was to start with. So yeah, this is awesome, guys. I see we've got quite a few people out there watching, so thank you very much. Whether you're in the chat. And I'm not going to say lurking. It's a good phrase, but just if you're in the background just watching, thank you for stopping by and you know, just keep me company for a wee bit. You're all very kind. And if you want to hit the follow button, that would be cool. If not a problem. And hit the follow button is free as well. But if you want to see more videos, please feel free to hit the follow button. Meanwhile, oh, I think I made up a whole 3 seconds there. Right, how far have we got before we stop? 10 mile, 11 miles. I'm really confused as to why the dynamic braking isn't working. White leg, how you do? Oh, how you doing, buddy? Love it. I love it. I haven't seen that one before. That's very cool. With the lurking emotes. I don't think we spoke before, mate, but thank you for thank you for sharing those. Very, very, very cool, actually. But yeah, so for this one, all you're going to see is me speeding all the way to the end, I think. You'll probably hear me cry if it tells me yet again that I've failed, which I really, really don't want to have to do this again, just to get a little checkbox. But I think if I fail it's due to timekeeping. I'm probably not going to do this one again. There's loads of them out there. The one thing that I do really enjoy, mechanical madness. This is awesome. This is awesome. I really was not expecting all you guys here today, so thank you. Oh, that's just very, very, very cool. I hope the Monday is treating everybody well there. Pleasure, dude, says Mechanical. Yeah, you probably came in at a good time, because earlier on all that was happening was me getting frantic. My dynamic brakes are not working. My engine brakes got stuck semi on. I've lost 2.5 minutes. I couldn't understand the train signals as in the signalling lights. What else? Oh yeah, somebody pulled the emergency brake. And I was actually on time then. Right, let's try and throw these brakes on. Let them off. Yeah, but I've got probably dynamic brakes, which means I have to use locomotive and train brakes only. Speeding. Yeah. Right. I'm hoping it doesn't fail me, because I realise now the only way I can get the train to slow down is using the emergency brake. We shall find out. Wheel slip, yep. The Big Apple. Let's have a quick look outside here, guys. Gibson says to Mechanical, "Hi mate, what an epic scenery you created. So much on Untitled stream on Friday night. Well done, dude." Wow. We're going to have to check that out, I think. Nice one. I know you guys love your scenery creation out there. Nice job, guys. You have more patience than I do. So according to this, I'm in a 55, but I'm still running late, so... You know what, the scenario is either going to fail me for using emergency brake, or it's going to fail me for all this constant speeding. So Gibson says, you have to watch the stream back towards the end of 222. Really? When, wait, was that from Friday, was it, mate? Is that what you're talking about? I will certainly have a look, mate. Thanks for the heads up on that. Friday night. Ah, very cool. Right, we're under 2 minutes late. Under 2 minutes. And yeah, I know I'm probably going to get a telling off from the supervisor for my bad driving, but hey. Probably be under retraining as a as a train driver. Yeah, probably do need to slow down with all these junctions coming up as well. Please don't derail. Please don't derail. I was only trying to make up time. Attention passengers, your train driver's crying because he's so late that he doesn't want to lose his job for speeding or being late or ignoring the timetable or any of the above. Yeah, I'm speeding. Get over it. Last 20 minutes of the stream-ish. Yeah, thanks, Gibson. I will certainly give that a look. But yeah, yet again, I never schedule my streams. It was just a random, oh, I probably better slow down. Right. There we go. But you know, this is more of a challenge than it looks, to be honest, because like it's in the sign, there you go, look at the lights above, it's got 2 greens, it's got the 10. In fact, I tell you what, let me stop here, actually. I do need to stop here, so bear with me now, guys. Right. But yeah, without the dynamic brakes, I have to put emergency brakes on there. Yeah, and probably that's another thing I'll probably get marked down for. But hey, we made up time. Only a minute and a half late now. See, speeding does help. Speeding does help. Not recommended if you want to keep your job though. I watched the VOD a couple of times, says mechanical. Makes me laugh watching the second race back. Nice. I will certainly give it a check out later, guys.
Fine.
Yes, I do. Actually, I've got a bucket load of steam trains, but trying to get it again. It's like just trying to get everything all set up. Probably, if I do any steam trains, I will do them off stream. Just so many things and so many buttons. I'd probably just sound like a frantic. Oh, hang on. Come on, get in the station. Get in the station. Come on, come on. Sorry. I just realised I wasn't going to stop, and I was going to stop way outside the area there. I need to get back inside. But yeah, so as far as steam trains are concerned, yeah, I've got a bucket load of them. I just need to sit down and learn them. I need to sit down and learn them. Right, now then. Alright. Sweet. We got Newark Pen. Oh, better open the doors, I guess. Right. So this has actually gone a lot quicker than I thought. I thought this was going to be over 2 hours. I might have misread it. Because 21, 22 an hour. Yeah. Just an hour and a half roughly. I mean, it's probably long enough with my bad driving actually. But yeah, steam trains. I've got steam trains in Train Sim. Oh, given the delay, you've done well reaching Newark at this time. The last leg might allow you to make up time. Right, okay. Throttle brakes off. Right, come on. Come on. What are you waiting on? What have I not done? What's happened? Why are we not moving? Oh dear, it says I've made up time, now I can't move. Reverser. Oh, I left the brakes on. I left not the locomotive. Yeah, I left the locomotive brakes on. So yeah, gremlins. Yeah, I blame the gremlins actually. I'm sure I took the brakes off. But yeah, this has been more frantic than it should have been. Oh dear. Yeah, I think this is going to be one of these. I need to sit down and have a drink now. We haven't finished yet either. But yeah, Train Simulator 2022, which is this. It has steam trains. And Train Sim World is about to introduce trains later on this year. And yeah, looking forward to that. The only thing is that it just means more DLC to buy. But we all know about DLC, whether it's flight simming, racing, car driving, bus driving. It is the nature of Sims, isn't it really? Alright, yes, I'm streaming, I said. There we go. Right. So it said that I made up time, so I'm happy about that. Let's see if we can keep it going. All my brakes are released, I think. Yeah, release, release, release. We are good. We are on a roll. We are on a roll here, guys. But I do need to figure out why the auto brake, dynamic brake rather, isn't working. That's confused me a lot there. But again, the API that comes with the Rail driver, it's fairly limited. How you set it up, but I don't know. I'll have a look at it off stream later on. Right, so according to this, I'm 4 minutes ahead of schedule. Yeah. Yeah, I'm starting to relax now. I'm on my last stop. What could possibly go wrong? Let's try and not put emergency brakes on and see what happens. Do you have any train-specific peripherals? Yeah, the rail driver. Probably, sorry if I didn't make that clear. Rail driver is the controller that I'm using. It's made by PI Engineering. It's rather expensive though. But like I say, what I used to use before this is the old Cytec throttle quadrants. I've got another API that can interface direct with those, and I was using those, and they actually are much better than the controls on the rail driver itself. But yeah, so that's it. It's called rail driver. Penn Station 6 mile. Wow. So I'm going to try and stick within the speed limit now, if I hit the right button, that is. But yeah, I'm not confident that I'm actually going to succeed here. I'm sure some of the passengers have already said your driver's sounding crazy up the front there. Which I was actually. It's like, where do I look? Where is the speed signs? And lo and behold, above the track, there were the speed signs that I'd never even realised before. It's like, plus I've got the in-cab signalling there on the right. You can see with the 75. Too many things to look at, too many buttons to press, and brakes not working. I'll stick to drive my bus actually. I think it's right, we're on a 75 now, Seamus, come on. Don't lose this speed. But yeah, I'm almost sure it's going to say that I've failed, despite the fact it said there, well done, you've caught up time. But I do like this is very cool. All I can say is I'm glad I'm not into build model railways. I don't think I could afford any other hobbies at the moment. I was watching a video on Hornby, and their prices have gone through the roof for and the guys are actually complaining within the railway hobby. They're actually saying that, you know, they've had like a 20% hike on the pricing, and I'm thinking one locomotive was like £275, and that was not the dearest by any means. So I'll stick to my $15 to $30 DLC in this one. I think I can afford this. But you know, that again, you know, it's like many hobbies. You know, the hobby of building a model railway, building it and getting all the signals right. I'm sure it's a lot of fun as well. It appeals to me, you know, just from the creative side. And I've got the space for it, but maybe I need to stop thinking about that right now there, Seamus. You need to stop thinking about that right now. Right, start braking. And what have we got? Just over 3 miles. Wow. I probably should have actually thought this through better, and maybe what I'm going to do after this. Oh, speeding again. How cool is that? Wow. This is rather cool, I must confess. And again, I keep using the aeroplane analogy. It's a bit like jumping to an aircraft that you don't know how to fly, and then all of a sudden you're going, oh, that's what it does. That's what this button does. That's the speed I need to do. And then you start relaxing into it. And when I started this today, it was... yeah, it was frantic. It really was frantic. It's like... And that was my own doing, it wasn't the Sims' fault. Right, no idea what those means, but I'm probably going to slow down. So I've been studying the in-cab lights. I haven't studied the external lights, the lights on the track, which are not identical. Right, what do we got? 2 miles, wow. Mechanical says, nice, I can imagine like flight sim and car simming, it's all about peripherals to make the experience. You know what, yeah. The good thing about this is, you know, it's like you can do really well with just a keyboard. And, but yeah, the peripherals really help. I mean, how many times have we watched somebody streaming and their axes in the flight sim have not been correct and the aircraft goes all over the place? So, you know, it happens in all sims, not just this one, but it's like I wasn't looking for it. And I should have realised that the dynamic brakes weren't working, because again, when I streamed this the last time, which was a couple of weeks ago, I think, the dynamic brakes weren't working then, but I completely forgot all about it. Now, how are we time-wise? Wow, 3.5 minutes ahead of schedule. Right, we're coming up to 15. But I only know that because I've got the HUD on the bottom. See, if I take that away, I've got no indication that I'm coming into 15. I really would have thought there was something inside the train would have notified me before I get there. And thank you for the follow, 2 cats. That's very kind of you, mate. I hope the day is treating you well. Oh, and I'm speeding. But yeah, the 2 greens above are red. I have got no clue what that means, because I never looked at rail side signals. All I looked at was in-cab signals. And for those who didn't catch me mention earlier, there's 3 pages of signals on American railways. I can probably just about remember. First time chat from viewer 2 cats, not too shabby. You're obviously not talking about my driving. But yeah, I'm rather enjoying this. My second attempt at a route that I completely forgot I even tried before. But thanks for stopping by, and for everybody, yeah, you know, honestly, it's, thank you. You're all very kind. Oh, we're in a 60. And I'm doing 15. Hey, I'm still 3.5 minutes ahead of schedule, so I don't care at the moment. Especially with my dynamic braking not working. Come on, come on, you only got half a mile to go. But at this speed it's going to take forever, but wow. Again, I'm still 2.5 minutes ahead of schedule. Yeah, twice as many folks here now, yeah. You're all very kind, thank you. I did this stream the other day for 2 hours and I think the only person who was watching was me. But you know what? It doesn't matter. It's, I mean, I don't schedule it. I try not to post too often. You know what I mean? It's a bit like, I don't know. It's if people come and watch, then life is good. If they don't, then life is good. One thing that I mentioned for you new folks, and I'm using folks a lot today, I see, to the stream, is first of all, thank you. But I mentioned the other day is that I enjoy simming. I enjoy my sims. But when I sim, it sort of like makes me want to stream. But then when I think about streaming, it makes me want to, and I'm doing 4 miles an hour. Hang on a minute. But when I stream, it wants to make me want to play games. So to me, it's a win-win. Yeah, you know, you have to mechanical. it's nice when you get people chatting back, but trust me, I can blather away for 4 hours and talk about absolutely nothing to myself, so but yeah, this is, come on. If this tells me I failed due to all the emergency brakes that I had to put on, I will rip the ears off my teddy bear, shall we say. Ah, and I'm speeding. Alright, you're nearly there, Seamus. Nearly there, mate. Yeah, look at this. This is so cool. I would not want to try and build this as a model railway. Oops, sorry about that. Just went through another train. It's very dark, isn't it? I do apologise. But it's a nighttime scenario. What have we got? We've got 11 o'clock at night. Oh, you know what? I better actually jump back in the cab because I need to stop here. What's it going to say? I ask myself. Is it going to say I succeeded? Is it going to say I failed? Oh, the tension. I mean, I don't care about points. That's why I've turned the points system off. I was always in the minus thousands. It is brutal. Every second or so, you know, that you're speeding, it's like you just see the points getting lower and lower and lower. And yeah, I'm not really a points collector as such. I like to finish a scenario though. It's alright, wish me luck here, guys. Right, stop anytime you want. Huh, deep breath, open the doors. I guess I need to look at that and see exactly what's going on. Right. It's a shame it doesn't have a carriage view. Let's have a look at the track view. Not much to see there. Man, I'm well within the station, because if you look at the user interface, the UI at the bottom, it's actually got everything within the green. So we're on the track, it's just taken a while. Does it say task list? Oh, look at that. Would you look at that? Pick up passengers from New York Penn. Scenario incomplete. Did I not open the doors or something? Oh, I'm sure I opened the doors, because remember I was struggling to get started again because I had the brake on. Oh. Pooh, exactly, yes. Oh, dearie me. Yeah, well, I have a feeling I probably will not be doing this one again. But you know what, guys, I really appreciate you guys hanging. I said guys a lot as well. Sounds like a gear up moment. Yeah, landing with your gear in the Right, let's have a look and see what it says here. Right, it targets complete 3 out of 4. Picked a passenger 3 out of 4. I'm sure, well, you know what, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to review the video and find out. Operational error, speeding 30 times. That's an improvement for me. Improper horn use 3 times. Really? Well, my passengers were comfortable, so there we good. There we good. Nothing about emergency brakes. Wow. Well, I'll tell you guys, I'm going to take a short break. If you want to hang around, I'm definitely not doing the Northeast Corridor again. Yeah, but I'm going to take a few minutes break. I might even have a look at the controls and see why my dynamic brakes are not working. But I will be back shortly, and please feel free to hang around. And I will be jumping back into Train Sim 2022. Be right back. Right, well, I tell you, that was annoying. I think it's probably the best word for it. So, right, just to show you what I actually have here. So just within the standard scenarios, I've got 6 pages of routes. Look at that. And there's 9 per page. You know? So, and that's just within the standard. And we're not talking about the career. Sometimes you cannot drive certain routes within standard or career. You know, sometimes you can only drive it in one or the other. So I've got 6 pages of that. And let's have a look at the trains. Railfan, incidentally, is where you stand on the platform and you collect points by taking pictures. But look at this. Mechanical, I think it was mechanical, or it could be Jepson, I do apologise. One of you guys asked if I have steam trains. There we go. And I've got 18 pages of trains. And yeah, I don't really want to do a steam train at the moment. Like I say, and I'm not that familiar with the controls. Mind you, if you've watched any of my previous train sims streams, you'll know I'm not familiar with any controls. But yeah, so you know what, if you guys want to suggest, if you guys have got any ideas or you want me to do something in particular, just let me know. Oh, not today, not today. So let's say it's yeah, I mean, look at this, 5 circle, Edinburgh to Dunfermline. Just trains, Derby, Nottingham to Leicester, Midland Main Line, Devon Main Line. So I got a lot to choose from here, haven't I? And that's what I'm saying. I haven't touched probably 5% of this. 5% of this, if you're lucky, you know. I wish I actually had the. You know what? The Isle of Wight. No, that's got to be frantic. I know it is. I want something relaxing. I want something relaxing. I want something that I'm not going to break. You know what? Let me just get back here again. See, too much choice. You know what? That looks good. The Chengdu to Suning high speed. Oh, and I haven't done any of those. They look difficult. Maybe not such a good idea. Hang on. Let's change our minds there. And I'm not going to do an American route because I don't understand the signalling that well. What did I do the other day? You know what? Bear with me here. Let's unfilter Amtrak. Let's put... I was in Germany the other day. Let's have a look at the 101. Because I actually know how to drive... Yeah, I think I know how to drive the 101. Let's see what we've got on this guy. So I did the 60-minute, another one's shorter. What about this one, the Class 101 DMU? Blue Monday, what is this? So you're driving Class 101 early commuter train from Darlington. Ah, cool. This Monday morning you have an additional stop at Durham to allow an express to pass. You finish your shift at Newcastle. Hey, that sounds rather cool to me, don't you think? See, I'm excited, but doesn't mean I'm going to finish it. Here's a simpler one. It's only got 2. It's a stormy afternoon and the sky looks foreboding. However, you still need to drive the Newcastle to York stopping service starting at Darlington. You know what? This looks extremely cool. Yeah, you know what? I wonder how much of a mess I can make of this. So it's in autumn, it's rain, it's 5:10. Yeah, let's give this one a go, I think. Let's give this one a go. What have we got to lose except my sanity? And I hope if you guys hear any background noise, please let me know, because I've mentioned before many times, this room in my basement gets so warm because I've got 2 55-inch televisions, 3 27-inch monitors and 2 computers, and it gets really warm in here. So I actually had to open the door. Right, you're driving a Class 101 evening commuter train out to Darlington, York. Stop at all stations. Finish your work at York. The weather does not look up to be on your side today. Here we go. This is a classic, the 101. Honestly, I tell you, love it. Love it. Right. There are no report delays at the moment. You should be clear running to yacht. You can leave Darlington once the southbound HST has passed. And there's the HST on the right hand side. I'm going to open the doors. Okay, nothing. I think I passed from North Allerton. I sometimes have a bad habit of leaving passengers behind. Makes for a quiet journey, I must confess. But look at this, Darlington. I have spent half my life in Darlington Station. I used to, when I was in the army, for those of you who don't know, Yorkshire is a huge area for infantry and signals, and a few other regiments and corps around that area. Right. Oh, right, so what have we got? I don't know what brakes we have here, folks, so you'll have to bear with me. Reverse or forward? Oh, does this have gears? Oh. No, it doesn't. Okay. Brakes off, brakes off. Ah, it doesn't have gears. Okay, but why am I not moving? Oh, it does have gears. Okay. Oh my word, I'm going to have to change gears. Oh my word. This is not... Oh my word. Okay, so I've now got gears. Okay. The throttle, what's the speed limit? 25. Okay, did you detect the franticness already in my voice? Right. Out of gear. Second. Accelerate. So if you have a look down here, that is there the... So what you do is you rev up until it says up or down. When you get it into the up position, you put it into neutral, you wait a few seconds, change gear, and then accelerate again. That's the theory. Oh my word, I had no idea I was going to have to change gears here. What's that phrase? Don't panic, Captain Mannering. Don't panic. Oh dear. Transported back to the early 80s, we are indeed. And look at this, even got York on the front of the bus there. Bus. I've driven the bus too long. How cool is that? Oh, I missed an alerter. Right, I need to slow down now. Because we've got a single aspect yellow on the left. That means I'm still following another train, so I need to slow her down a wee bit. In fact, let's jump back in the cab, because... Right, alerter. Ah, do you know what's happened? I think the emergency brake has gone on because I didn't hit the alerter button. I saw it went on from outside, so the emergency brakes have gone on. Yes. Oh dear. Yep. There we go. Oh dear. Right, what's the speed limit? Right, I better slow her down a wee bit. Yeah, did you hear the alerter there? So, 2 yellows, that means expect a red aspect after this. So I'm going to keep it at 45. We're actually good for time wise as well. So ahead I see another single yellow aspect. When I say aspect, I'm talking about the lights. I'd like to actually do without the user interface below, but yeah, I'm probably going to make it more of a pig's ear of it if I do actually. So right, let's keep around. I'm probably going way too fast actually, because we know that the HST went out before we started moving. Yeah, you know what, we're good. Let's keep her there. Yep. Double yellow, so get ready for the next one to be a red. And again, the reason we're getting the double yellows is because we know that we're following that HST. So let's have a look at the map. Center on player. And where is it? I wonder how far ahead it is. Yeah, you can see it there, number 4311. So we're right behind this guy. And hopefully, if I don't mess anything up too badly. So let's have a quick look outside, because, yep, we got double yellow again. I want to make sure that I don't miss the alerter, that's the only thing. But yeah, retro train simming. And we got a green. Right. And I could see a red ahead actually, so I'm probably going to have to... And look, we've got a carriage view as well. How cool is that? I'm not quite sure which carriage view this is. We've got too many drivers, but hey. How many gears? I don't even know how many gears we have. So 4 gears, okay. Yeah, so this is different to the 101 I was driving in Germany. Is that a red? No, we got a green, okay. Red is on the other side. So when you hear that bell going up, it's just you're going over the sensor on the rail, but there's nothing for you to acknowledge. Normally you'll actually hear you'll see that yellow, and I apologise, I don't know what it's called. You'll see that thing, you'll hear the horn going off anyway, and you'll see that yellow indicator on the right flash as well. That's generally what happens if you're coming into a slow speed limit or something like that, or something you need to be aware of. Maybe got a red light coming up or a reduced speed limit. See, so it just rings there. So we've got a green, then we've got a yellow after that, so I wonder if it'll go off then. Nice. And all the brakes are off, I think. I was not expecting to have to change gear here. That caught me a little unawares. But yeah, we're doing good time here, guys. Let's have a look. We are doing... What the horn sounds like? Yeah, you see the guy in the back there? We probably shouldn't be, but hey. And what have we got ahead? We've got a green and yellow ahead of that. So we're catching up on the train. Ahead of us the HST, but so far, if I keep to this speed, I should be fine. We're stopping in about 9 miles. Sounding like I know what I'm talking about there. What's that phrase? Sound confident and people will believe you. But look at that, look at the old iron bridge there. How cool is that? Or rusty steel or whatever it's made of. But at least I have some clue about the signals in the UK. Germany, I've caught up with them fairly well. They've got like maybe 3 different signals over there in Germany. But America, let's say, and I'm really struggling to get my head around that, but it's all part of the fun. It's a bit like the difference between starting up a Cessna 152 or the Kodiak. You know, they're both aircraft and eventually you get the hang of them, and it's the same with this. Right, I do need to slow down though, because, oh, it just changed. Do you see that? Because you guys all know what I was looking at, don't you, when I said that? This here. The light was amber, and you see that ahead, you've got another yellow light. And look at the scenery, look at it, honestly. Cracking, isn't it? Love it. So again, 2 yellows. I'm going to shove my head out the window. Wrong window. This window. Nope, 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 get back. Wrong button. How do I do that? Head out, there we go. But I can't pick up any more speed, and I can't change gear. I think I'm in top gear here. Yeah, you know, this is nicer than the American track was nice, but it was all, you know, it was, I don't know, it just felt a little claustrophobic. I feel like we're outside here. This is cool. Let's look back. Yeah, this is very cool. Driver's cab. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what this view is though. Where's my button? Carriage view. Yeah, it looks like we're in the middle somewhere and we've got 2 extra drivers, but hey. But yeah, I wish that I could. I've got Tobii Eye Tracker plugged in. You know what I didn't do? I didn't actually see if there was any adjustments that I could make to use it. I just assumed it wasn't working, so there is nothing to do, you know. But the Tobii Eye Tracker does come with a. Oh, hang on. It does come with a front end that some games need that you need to configure. Other games you can configure within the game itself. And I never thought to look. Gotta run, take care, have a great day. Hey, you take care, Scott, and thanks for stopping by. Very kind of you, mate. Good to see you again. But yeah, this is nice. I like this. I like a journey where it's not start-stop all the time. And to that end, on Train Simulator World 2, they've got the Bakerloo line. And the Bakerloo line is really, really stringent time-wise. Again, I've found it to the point of annoyance, for me personally. I know a couple of guys that really enjoy it, but I found it was too frantic for me. It's like I couldn't relax to enjoy it. It was like, okay, where's the brake? Stop, start, stop, start, stop. And I mean, that's what the Bakerloo line is like. But yeah, I couldn't really enjoy it. Couldn't find myself enjoying it too much. Look at that, isn't it great? Better jump back in the cab, because I know I'm probably going to get another. There we go. And I should know the names of these alerts by now, but nah, whatever. Ah dear. Oh, look at that. Lamp tests. Oh, 1 buzz is stop, 2 buzzes start, 3 set back. Oh, very cool. Well, one thing I'm going to check, let's have a look at, so the only brakes I've got then is the train brakes. Doesn't look like I've got dynamic braking on this either. Okay. But yeah, it's a typical rainy day in Yorkshire. What have we got? It's 5:30 at night. You know, I'm going to try something. I want to make sure that I don't have any more gears. Oh. Yeah, I think what I just did there was the equivalent of driving at 70 miles on the motorway and putting it into first gear. Yeah. So don't do that again, Seamus. Yeah, so we've got reverse, neutral, 2 and 3. Yeah, so we've got 1, reverse, neutral, 2, 3. So it's only got 4 gears really. And I think I'm in... Right, when do I need to stop? Oh, you need to stop here, Seamus. Right. This is going to be a little tricky because, again, I'm not sure. It says train brake, so I don't know, you know, let's start using it. Okay, good. It's like real world weather, it's constantly raining here in Yorkshire, yeah. Yep. I loved Yorkshire actually, I stayed there for many years. Right, so these brakes seem to be rather good. And that's the thing about the first time stopping in a train in a new scenario, is it's just learning how good or bad your brakes are. And from what I saw there, I've only got train brakes. But yeah, this is rather cool. I do enjoy my sims. And believe it or not, to any of you out there that don't know me, I do actually fly aircraft as well. So I just never stream it. So many of you guys out there are already streaming flight sims, and I'm happy to sit back and watch, actually. And this gives me, as I said, this gives me an excuse to actually play my own sims, which generally revolves around buses, trams, trains, trucks. Right. See, right. As I said, normally I try and get to around 25, 26 miles an hour at the end of the platform. So I think this is going to work, actually. It's going to work. Wow, I've impressed myself there. Doors, Seamus. North Allerton. Wow, that brings back memories, I tell you. That brings back memories. Where's the free camera? Right. Let's have a look. So much for the new props on the King Air. They don't even feather on the ground, says Mechanical Madness. Really? Wow. Oh, I better have the HUD up, actually. Yeah, I've got the I bought the Twin Otter, and yeah, and I don't like to complain about it too much, but the audio on that is rather terrible, which really surprised me, because it was really highly anticipated, and it's like, really? I'm hoping they'll fix that. I enjoy flying it, but yeah, audio does leave a lot to be desired, I'm afraid. But yeah, sorry here about the King Air, I've not even looked at that yet. I've noticed some of the aircraft, and please don't ask me which, but oh, there we go, double. I need to change gear, hang on. First gear, Seamus. There we go. And you put it into feather and it almost flips the aircraft over. Which to me just does not seem... you know, it doesn't seem right somehow. Right, so first gear, throttle up. Throttle off, second gear. It's a bit like going back to a manual shift in a car here. Drink cold milk. But you know, to your point earlier, a lot of these scenarios are based around the 80s and even earlier. But, this one, like I said, I never looked at this because I wasn't planning on driving it. But yeah, definitely some classic trains here. Mechanical Manager says, "'Tis shocking. I used the mod for the King Air, and it's better for the time being." Yeah. And you know, hopefully they take the feedback and use it and fix it, you know. What's my speed limit? 80. Okay. We're in fourth gear. Right. But yeah, all these alert systems between the German trains, American trains and British trains, I don't know the names of them. I apologise for that. What do these buttons do? Oh, engine stop. Don't hit that one, Seamus. What are these? Instrument lights. Oh, there we go. We've got instrument lights. I didn't know that. Cab light. Oh. Well, there's two buttons I didn't know I had. At least the King Air sounds good. Yeah. Oh, and you know what? Here's the thing. I always forget. Look up here. Maximum speed 70 miles an hour. That's why I can't get it to go 80 miles an hour. Because it can't go 80 miles an hour. And look at that, speedometer only goes to 70 miles an hour. It's like, yeah, that's telling you something there. So regardless of the track speed, but yeah, I tell you, this just really feels like, oh, there's the parking brake there. Wow, this is rather cool. But one of these days, I promise I will jump into the steam trains. I've had more requests for that than anything else. I mean, they're classic, aren't they? Steam trains are classic. And I like the diesels as well, you know, like we're driving here. Electric's fine too. In fact, I think I've just covered everything there, haven't I? So I think that means I like trains. I don't consider myself a rail fan. You know, it's a bit like aircraft. I can tell you it's either a helicopter or an aircraft. And it's a jet or a propeller, and that's about it really. I'm not very good at recognising one aircraft from one to the other. Right, I need to get these wipers off. Oh, my wiper button's not working. For shame. Right, I wonder if there's... Oh, there we go. Right, how are we time-wise? Wow, a minute behind. I'll take it. And you guys saw that I opened the doors there. If this tells me I didn't open the doors, I shall seriously scream. Awesome. Carriage view. There we go. Wonder how many of us have sat in a train and just looked out like this, eh? I used to get the train from Edinburgh to Blandford, down in Dorset. I can't remember whether it stopped in. Oh, it starts with an S. Can't remember. Can't remember now. Never mind. And then I used to get a taxi into Blandford. That took forever. And it was the old classic coaches as well, you know, with the wooden seats and things. And right, so we've got some lights coming up here. Let's keep an eye on these guys. You can always tell when I'm thinking. I stop talking. Okay. Oh, there we go. That means we've probably got a speed limit change coming up. Because my alerter went off, so again I'm probably getting too close to the train in front. So you know what, let's just take off the throttle. There we go. Let's have another look at the map here. Centre on player. Oh, we're heading down the map. Okay. And there's one coming up. You know what? Let's ignore that for now. I don't want to get caught. There we go. Thirsk. 1.5 miles. Nice. You know, I'm glad that I'm getting back into my Sims, to be honest. Oh, look at the HST going by. I think it was an HST. I looked up just as it was passing. Think about stopping Seamus. Less of the talking. Right. But yeah, I'm glad I'm getting back into my Sims, because I mean, it's like, I think every one of us has got something off of Steam. And, you know, you think, oh, there's a sale, let's buy it. And as you saw there, how many pages did I have of trains and routes? And I've probably been on half a dozen of each, if that. So it's good to get back out and have a look and knock the dust off, shall we say. Oh, I need to stop. I need to stop talking. As I said, just try and get it down to under 30 miles an hour at the beginning of the platforms. Generally good for all the trains. Alright. I think we're going to be good here, folks. Speeding. Okay. Well, that's nice and clear. It says 30. And there's a speed triangle there saying 75. So that's telling me that we're approaching a 75. All I want to do is stop on the platform. Where is it? Where's my button? That's what happens when you set up... Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. 4 out of the carriages will not make it on the platform. This is going to take a while to offload everybody. Sorry folks, you have to walk up the front of the train. Your driver was daydreaming again. Oh, look at that, there's a train over there as well. Nice. And I'm not even going to pretend I am, and I know what it is, I recognise it, but can I remember what it is? Nope. So what's the departure time here anyway? Depart 17:37. If I get out of here on time, oh, you know what, let's stick it into first gear as well while we're waiting. Right, nice, okay. And the reason I don't actually shut the doors myself is the conductor does that, and I got the brakes on. Look at that, it's cracking. I'm sure I'll probably need to change gear. Oh, wrong button. Right, we're in a 75. When's the next stop? 7049, just 12 miles away. 7049, nice, 10 minutes then. Oh, speeding, yep. Yeah, the good thing about this rail driver controller is that there's a button set for emergency stop, for gear changes, the alerter, sander, bell, the reverser, and locomotive brakes, train brakes, and throttle and dynamic brakes. Plus it's got like 27 buttons on it, so it does a good job, you know. Because again, you know, it's probably limited. In fact, do I need to change gear? No. Sorry, I'm thinking about it there. It does a fair job, you know. I look at it as the sci-tech of the controller world. I mean, there's nothing else out there either. There is no other real controllers out there. Right, didn't say anything about slowing down here, so... But I probably do need to keep it under 70, which is the maximum speed for this trail. Or this train. What's a good trail for? But you know, considering that Train Simulator 2022 came out, what, 10 years ago maybe? And they're constantly updating it. But the amount of DLC they have, it's huge. As you saw there, I've got some DLC for Train Sim World 2, but the thing is that Rail Driver doesn't work on it, so I tend to use the Xbox controller on that and keyboard. Some of the trains, let's jump back in again, some of the trains do actually work, but they're like having to retrofit it to make it work with the Rail Driver. And you know, I will never say it's an easy job, I'm not a developer. You know, there's lots of complaints like, why didn't you make it native to Train Sim World 2? I'm sure if it'd been that easy they would have done it. But at least the good thing is I can use the Rail Driver on all the trains within Train Sim 2022. Right, so we should just get a bell. There we go. .5 miles. Right, I need to speed up a wee bit. But yeah, so, you know, again, thanks everybody for keeping me company here. It's very nice of you. Like I say, the chap who was put the lurk icons, or emotes as they call them, not icons. Yeah, I thought it was rather amusing. I've never seen those before. Because, you know, it's like sometimes I'll be streaming and you see that there's people out there and they don't chat, and, you know, that's fine. I do that myself sometimes. I'll have somebody on in the background. More than happy to listen and watch them streaming while I get on with other work, you know. So whether you chat in the chat or just sit in the background, again, it's very kind of you to stop by. And I was going to say drive a train badly. I think I'm actually driving this one rather better. I'm not going to say good, I'll say better. Now I probably should change down gear. There we go. Change down the gear and start accelerating because we're going up a hill. And you actually have to pause, otherwise it doesn't change gear. If you try and change gear too quickly on it, you have to put it in neutral as such, and then you let the engine synchronise, then you change up a gear or down. But generally what you do with this is you always coast in 4th gear, and the only time that you change down is if you need to actually start accelerating again, like you've maybe let it slow down too much, same as a car, same as in a car. But generally if you're coasting, so if you've only got up to 2nd gear and you start coasting because maybe you're only in a 15 mile an hour zone or whatever, then you would just put it in 4th gear while you're coasting. Let's get rid of this. Yeah, I really wish I could drive without this, but nope. So I hope today, Monday, is treating you. I had to think what day it was. I hope Monday's treating everybody well. All the snow and ice that we've had outside is actually cleared today. First time I can actually walk outside without falling flat on my bottom. Alright, what's our speed limit? Let's keep it there. But I think my feet, oh, there's the rain on again. I was just talking about the weather and what happens. But yeah, for those of you that were here earlier when I was driving in America, the sky was jet black, wasn't it? And there was nothing to see. Nothing to see. Would have been nice if there'd been a wee bit of light there. Mechanical Manager says, confirm the 208 is supposed to have the new prop and that feathers on the ground, so I don't know why they couldn't implement it in the King Air. Yeah, you know, the 208 is a cracking little plane. I love it. It's I don't know, even from the days of FSX, the old Cessna Caravan was always one of my favourites. And you know, it's strange because I don't know, it just you know, there's nothing glamorous about it. It carries people and cargo, but I don't know, it's one that I really enjoy flying. And yeah, I do fly. Not as often as a drive buses or trains, of course, but yeah. In Microsoft Flight Simulator, I've got the Blériot, which I haven't flown that much, but I do have a couple of microlights that I really enjoy. I fly around Scotland, around North Berwick, and in North Berwick they actually have a microlight club. So what I've been trying to do is like replicate some microlight flights that they actually do around there. And there's a couple of guys I watch on YouTube that do fly out of the club up at North Berwick, which I plan on visiting next month actually, when I get back to Scotland. Man, it's been 2.5 years since I've been able to get back. So I'm saying next month, it's this month. No, March. It's nearly March, isn't it? Yeah, it's nearly March. But got me thinking now, is today the 1st of March or are we on the end of April? February? I don't even know what month it is yet. But yeah, so middle of March I'm flying back to Scotland. So I plan on actually popping down to the Microlight Club, and I've already been talking to the organisers, got some flights booked. But yeah, so 2.5 years, and I think this is my 13th or 14th booking now. United Airlines kept changing my flights and I just got tired of it. One minute I was going through Frankfurt, then I was going through Reykjavik, then I was going through London, then I was going through Manchester, then it was somewhere else, and I just got tired of it, so I thought, let's try again this year. And so far, touch wood, 28th today, thanks Mechanical Madness. Yeah, but so far my flight now is St. Louis to Washington, then Washington to Frankfurt, then Frankfurt to Edinburgh. And yeah, looking forward to it. Looking forward to getting back home. I generally get back to Scotland, well, until recent years I generally get back to Scotland twice a year. And I used to work at, my company has an office in Edinburgh. And yeah, I just said, hey, any chance of working out your office for a couple of weeks, twice a year? And they went, yeah, sure. So I even have my own desk over there. Which is rather interesting, because every time I go back, no one else is using it. It's like, oh no, that's your desk. So yeah, it'll be nice to get back. Right, and I'm daydreaming here, nattering away to everybody, which is rather grand. 1.25 miles. Right. And I've got one more stop after that. Awesome. But for those of you that have not seen Train Sim World 2, the UI, this thing down here, it's like a circle and it's on the right hand side, so it's not as intrusive. I mean, I don't know, to me any game's going to have a UI, isn't it? You know, look at RPGs, you know, they've got little stats and spell buttons and all the rest of it, so I think you get used to it. And to me it doesn't really, you know, okay, that's better, but I'll get lost. As in speed wise and station wise, not track wise. But this also tells you as well if you're on the wrong track. When you're doing shunting, maybe moving trains around, this will actually tell you if you've set up the points correctly, so you know it does stop you getting on the wrong track. Right, so that 50 was for the right hand line rather, and we're still in a 75. Nice. I tell you what, I'm doing a lot better than I was on the previous journey in America running the Amtrak train. I think it started off frantic and then it just got annoying, and then at the end when it said you didn't pick up some passengers, I'm going, huh? It's like, really? Because it did that to me the last time as well. You know, we all know how simming goes, don't we guys? It's sometimes things get broken. Alright. Oh, hang on. Duh. Okay, so have a look at the task list. If you see above the blue box it says go via. It doesn't say stop. I was waiting on a stop there, so that was a go via. And if you're not sure what the go via is, sometimes you use it when you're doing shunting again. It's a case of go via. So in a way what it does is if there isn't a station, it gives you a place to stop or slow down. You know, if you need to turn around and things like that. So they actually mark on the track a via point, so you're going via that point, and that's what they did here. It was go via Tollerton up slow, and we passed that, and I remember seeing it. And yeah, I was expecting to stop there. So yeah, it does help to read the instructions, I guess. So pick-up passengers from York, arrive 18:05, 15 minutes. Yeah, this is becoming a rather enjoyable journey now, you know, nice and relaxed. When I say enjoyable, I mean not frantic. Which you hear me say a lot. Look at that. It's okay, I've got my vest on, I'm good, I'm allowed to stand next to the track here. Alright, I wonder if I can catch up. Probably not. No, it's gone way too slow. There we go. Right, let's see if we can get on the bridge here. Yep, there we go. Just watching the train go by. How cool is that? When you remember which button to press, that is. Alright, so how are we doing speed-wise? We're doing 73, I can see. Oh, look at that there. Like saying, you know, this to me is just, it's a train set, isn't it? It's a simulated train set. This is very, very cool. Alright, so what have we got? We're just over 70. Which gear are we in? Anybody? Oh, we're in 4th gear, okay. Oh, we've got a yellow coming up. So that means it's going to set that thing off. There we go. So I guess I better slow down a wee tad, actually. Oh, there we go. It's alerting me. We're approaching a 50. Oh, and I think we got a red after that. I see red. I don't want to put the emergency brakes on, but I might have to. Right, I've got a button that says pass ahead at danger. Denied. Okay. So that means there's probably a train ahead. That's where we look. Well, that was a rather... That was a bit of a surprise. Oh, there we go. Mixed freight train coming out. I was saying, how cool is this, you know? There it is. But why am I on red? I saw a train coming towards me. Unless he was further back on the same line, perhaps? I don't know. Because he's coming... I'll have a look in a second, actually. Pass ahead, at danger, denied again. Okay. So there must be something else out there. Let's have another look. Oh, there we go. Class 47, 212 Express. Okay. And that should come blasting through in a minute. But yeah, if you pull up the task list, if you look at the right hand side here, you've got some buttons, and that top one is, you can call it, it says call signalman to request pass at danger. And yeah, I've got a button set for that. So I remember once sitting here in a scenario, I was here for like 5 minutes and didn't think about pressing the button. Right, first gear, Seamus. Brakes off, and away we go. Yeah, it's going to say that I sounded the horn again, so oh well. Alright, neutral, change gear. And I think we were in a 50 last time I looked. Alright, so we're in a 50 approaching a 75. Oh, we're still in third gear. Alright. Alright, let's get rid of that for a minute. Alright, well, we're nearly there by the shouting. So we got... bear with me guys, pressing the wrong buttons. Yeah, so 18:05, yeah, just under 10 minutes and we'll be finished, so 3 miles to go. And we got an amber coming up, so let's put it to idle. Oh, look at the buses. Well, they look like they're being pulled along with a rubber band, don't they? Never mind. Like I said, a lot of what I have was created when Train Sim came out 10 years ago. So a lot of the stuff I have is old. I never actually look at the dates on it when I play it. It's like here I just thought, okay, Yorkshire, let's give it a go. And yeah, one of these days I might actually see what modern stuff I've got, because I do keep... Every time there's a sale on, I go, okay, I'll buy that, but I never really look to see when it came out. And they're still developing for this, you know, they're still developing new add-ons. Oh, Seamus, you got a red light here, dude. Stop daydreaming. I wonder if I can... I'm going to run a red light, and I've got no more brakes. Dear. Well, that's not good. I wonder if I can go backwards. Alright. Let's see if it's going to let me go backwards, actually. That was... Right, so, reverse. First gear. Brakes off. Do you ever get the feeling I might have messed this up? Because I've already run the red light. And here's an HST coming towards us. Let's get back. Don't do this at home, folks. Chris McB67, thank you very much, sir, for the follow. It's very kind of you. Right, stop there, Seamus. Stop there. Yeah, we're on the last part of this route. Oh, look, it actually changed. Well, that's good. Reverse or forward. We're still in first gear. We should be good to go. Man. See, this is what happens when you talk too much. Which I have been known to do. So, yeah, I hope Chris McB, I hope the day is... Yeah, I had a feeling it was something like McBride. Cracking name. Well, welcome. Thank you very much for the follow, and I hope the days treat you well, mate. I'm in Yorkshire at the moment, and Train Simulator 2022. Started off in America, made a complete pig's ear of that, and now proceeding to try and finish this journey in Yorkshire. Come on, Seamus, get up to gear. Come on, get some speed going. I don't think I got the brakes on. Right, second gear, and we're driving the Class 101. Nice one, yep. And Chris said he plays this game too. Nice. Yeah, I jumped into the 101 because I was driving the Deutschbahn 101, and I didn't actually realise this one here actually had gears in it. Yeah, I can't remember when I got this. It's been a while though. Constantly updating the DLC. Oh, you're hitting a 30, Seamus. Slow down. Do you play Train Sim World at all? I haven't been in Train Sim World 2 for a long time. I keep jumping back into Train Sim 2022 actually. Yeah. I have it, but again, you know, this is a cool simulator, you know. It is a cool simulator. I'm just playing it very badly. But yeah, folks, we're nearly at the end, so pick up the pass from York Gate at 18:05, and we're only half a minute behind. That's not bad considering I had to reverse back there. Which again was my own doing. And again, I don't really have a feel for the brakes yet, so. But yeah, so we're doing 29, and like I say, that's what I generally try and speed at the end of the platform, so it looks like we should be good here. Famous last words. Oh, that's very kind of you, Chris. Yeah, you know, it's funny, I have not been streaming. I was streaming a lot last year, and then I spent like 6 months and I hadn't streamed, you know, and yeah, so I need to get back into the swingy things in Discord as well. So that's very kind of you, mate. You know, feel free to share any pictures or any discussion. You'll see it's, you know, there's bus sims in there, there's train sims in there, and there's even a section for flight. But to be honest, I don't really stream flight simming, even although I do a lot of flight simming. I generally don't stream it though. Generally bus simming is and trams. That's the one I got. I've got trams in Vienna and trams in Munich. Haven't tried the Munich one yet though. I'm still trying to figure out Vienna. Alright, Seamus, let's see if we can stop here. And there we go, we're in York. Nice. I was planning on being in York this year as well, but oops, speeding. Right, let's try and not make a complete mess of this. So lights on. 2019. Nice. Yeah, like saying I was mentioning earlier, Chris, I live in America, so hopefully I'm trying to get back this year. Yeah, I hear you, mate. Right, so I just have to stop in the green here. So let's get rid of that. Let's jump outside. Let's face plant into the steps. So we should be good. Alright, let's open the doors. Alright, well I hope I did better than the last one. I know I stopped everywhere. I know I let passengers on and off everywhere. We shall see. We shall see. There's a cracking picture. Let's go and grab that one. So Chris says he can't remember the last time I drove this on the East Coast mainline route, probably years ago. Yeah, you know what, there's just so much DLC out there. It's like, I was watching Squirrel and you think, oh, I've got that. When did I last play that? You know, it's like just so, so many routes and just not enough time. Good enough for me, dude. Oh, Oh goodness, you have successfully completed all stops without any problems. Great work, you can now take a break. Sheesh, well, I'll tell you what, after that American drive earlier, I needed a break. Man, right, what did it say I did wrong? Oh, okay, so I actually turned this off as well. Let's see, you can't see the mouse, but if you see under operational errors, it says signal past that danger once. And I turned that off because, you know, if you're streaming, you don't want it to end the journey, you know, just because you make a silly mistake, you know, and it is a simulator. So I turned that off, and I also turned the points off as well. Speeding 4 times, yeah, that's great. What was it on the American one? I think it was 30. So I think we are good. We are good. And there we go, the Class 101 DMU British Rail Grey. And Chris said he's from Scotland too. Nice. Congratulations, says Jepson. Yeah, you know what? It's always nice. See, we can get you there on time. You know, I'm not sure if that's still does British Rail even exist anymore? I don't know. Right, guys. Well, I've been streaming for 2.5 hours, and it's been great having you company. I very much appreciate it, and I hope we catch you again. And as Chris said, I got a Discord if you're interested. I mean, I know everybody has a Discord now, but it really isn't focused on flight simming, so if you're interested in anything outside of that, feel free to, you know, join it. You know, I promise I won't spam you. Chris says, thanks for the stream. You're very welcome, mate. And, well, grand. Well, let's say thanks, everybody, and I'm going to call it a day now. I think my poor little brain is fried from driving in America, and hopefully I'll catch you again soon. And Jepson says, cheers, James, catch you soon. Alright, guys, take care, everyone, and enjoy the rest of your day wherever you are. Bye-bye for now.